Hi, this is Alan from Training Systems New Zealand. We represent the new log sensors and data loggers in the New Zealand market. Welcome to this video in which I'm going to demonstrate the major features and functions of the sound sensor and data logger. First of all, we'll have a look at it. From within the new log sensor program, we can actually look at it on a video. And here it is. Here's the sound sensor. Sound is sensed through this hole here, and it's connected to the computer through these fittings here. And I'm just going to now connect it onto the computer to show you how easy it is. We do that through a USB bridge. I'm connecting that now onto the USB port in the computer, and I'll just connect the sound sensor up to the USB bridge like so, and we're ready to go actually. So that's the sound sensor, what it looks like. And now I'm going to do a quick experiment. First of all, we have to recognize that the computer has seen the sound sensor. Yes, the sound sensor's there. We can operate in two different modes. We can measure the sound level in decibels, or we can look at the sound wave. We'll stick with decibels at the moment. We can produce the information in a table. We can have a digital, there's already a digital display here, but we can have a rather larger digital display, nicer looking digital display over here. And we can put a grid on our graph, but we won't bother. We can play around with the graph, but we don't need to do that because at the click of a button we can set the data up on the screen. So we'll do an online experiment here. We can set up the parameters for that. We can play around with the experimental duration. We can look at we can increase or change the number of sampling per second there. We can put a trigger, we can have it rising up above a certain level, it'll start measuring, or falling below a certain level. We won't bother with that for this, just to show you how this works. So now I'm just going to run a quick experiment, and I'm just going to talk into the sound sensor now and go a bit soft and then a bit louder, and you can see how it measures the sound level in decibels. And there we are, very simple, and you can do various mathematical calculations using it. Okay, so that's very simple online. I'll cancel that data, and now I'm going to do an offline experiment. So we go into the offline experiment mode, and I'm going to program, I'm going to program the sound sensor from here, and we'll do decibels. I'm going to do it for 30 seconds. Okay, I'm going to do the maximum number of samples a second. I'm going to go out. Okay, so that's pretty much programmed. So that's programmed now. Now we're going to go in here and just have a look at what I'm doing with on the video. I'm going to unplug this from the USB bridge and plug it into our battery unit. I'm going to take this outside to the road and measure the traffic sound over 30 seconds. To start that, I'm going to press that little button at the top there, the little black button that you can hopefully see there. And that'll run for 30 seconds, and I'll come back and put the data into the computer. So there we are. We'll be back shortly. Right, this is Alan from Training Systems New Zealand. I'm back from out on the footpath measuring the road sound, and I'm going to show you what I do with the sound sensor. So here we are, I've just come back. I'm going to unplug the battery and plug back into the USB bridge, and we'll just get out of that video. Now I'm going to go to offline mode, and here I'm going to load the data from the sensors. So we're going to load the sound data that we did, and the road noise is fairly steady. We actually we'll do this with it. Yeah, we got a bunch of cars coming along here, and then a few more cars towards the end. So that was over 30 seconds was was the sound level of the traffic outside of my office. It's getting up in the 80, from around 70 to 80 decibels. So that's the sort of experiment you can do remotely, and you can see we've got all the data in the table there, and we could download it into Excel. We can save the file. We can do a number of things with that. But what we're going to do now is some online experiments, and we're going to look at the waves. So we'll go into the wave form, and this is done with arbitrary data. And what I've arranged, we'll do this over 30 seconds actually. So we'll do a 30-second. We'll do a 30-second. We'll still do 10 per second. So we're going to go into YouTube, and we've got the sound of a glass breaking, done by the physics in the physics and astronomy area at the University of Southern California. So we'll start that going. I've made it quite loud, and we'll start it going. So that's how the sound resonance can break a glass. Okay, so now we have a range of sound waves. Now we can calculate the frequency using this. We can measure the distance between, let's say, between the peaks or between the troughs, and it is 0.79 seconds for these two peaks, between the two peaks. So can we calculate the, yes, no we can't. We can calculate the frequency by dividing 1 by 0.79. So we get 1 over 0.79, so like about 1.2 per second would be the frequency of that sound. Now we can also do that by counting up. We'll just look at 10 seconds. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We're about 16 or 17 waves in a 10-second period. So it's around about 1.6. So the frequency is in that sort of region. It's probably a little bit less than that. I think we've got more peaks here actually. We should count more of them actually, but probably should count that one as well. But you can use this to measure the frequency of sound and compare the frequencies of sound. So we'll just get rid of that and leave that data. So that gives you an idea of the sound frequency that you can measure with the sound sensor. So quite a useful piece of equipment, very, very simple to operate and to connect up to the computer. The software, the new log software that I've been showing you, comes with the sensor. All you need to do is have a sensor USB bridge. You get the software and a few cables, and you're in business. You can measure sound level and sound waves. Right, thank you very much for watching this video.